Oh, I think I'm back. Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the live stream today. We're going to be covering Lugia V STAR. So, Lugia V STAR being one of the absolute best decks, literally of all time. I just want to kind of practice. It's a deck that I've day 2'd major events with. I mean, I think, what was it? It was most recently Orlando, and then Indianapolis late last season. And Luke is a deck that I carry with me everywhere. Like, you probably can't see here, you can see a lot of product, but over on this side, I mean, I could probably it probably doesn't tilt as much as I want. Literally I have 3 Omni Hives filled with decks, and Lugia's a deck that I have always built. So I'm excited to kind of play this deck. I think the list that I have is borrowed from Kieran Farah, one of the best players in the world, one of my friends from Toronto. So I'm super excited to kind of play this deck, see exactly how is it going. I mean, since I've last played it, I mean, I think the deck is almost exactly the same. Ever since we got Legacy Energy, a lot of the lists are looking the same. It's, do you go 1/1 Cinccino, 2/2 Cinccino, 3/3 Cinccino, and that really puts how many techs you can add into this deck. So we're gonna be running some games today, just on the ladder, kind of hanging out, vibing out. So if anyone here wants to just kind of chat, vibe, anything like that, totally would love to do that. Cool. So let's see if PTCG Live is all loaded up. Yep. I'm just gonna switch tabs for OBS, and I think I have Lugia loaded up here in the live. So let's go over here. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day so far today. I know that I'm having a pretty good day so far. I think I could also move this down a little bit. I totally thought I clicked tails there. There we go. That should give us a little bit more space. Okay, got a pretty yuck start here. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's valid. Let's see. Okay, there's Mana Feed. Cool. And I'm just gonna try to like play my absolute best. I mean, Lugia is definitely one of those decks where I feel like you could just brick, but we'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so we're playing against a Charizard deck. I mean, no matter what, we need to get a Lugia V out. Step 1. That is not going to be what we want. Okay, so based off everything else, I just think I'm going to play Iono here. And I mean, it's a star like this that can really set you back. I am going to just put Gift Energy there, and I'm going to pass my turn. So, honestly, like, low-key terrible. I honestly couldn't have asked for anything worse. Like, miss the coin flip, miss a Lugia V, miss everything, playing against Charizard, like, going second. So that's okay. We're gonna rock with this and see what we can get. While I do that, I'm also just gonna put my calendar up for the rest of my day because I do have some Pokemon coaching that I'm doing. what time are we? That's why you got Jet, bro. Yep. Jet's, I mean, I don't think Jet's gonna really help here, unfortunately. So... Toe... So yeah, really just waiting for our opponent here. Like, I don't know entirely, like, what's... Oh, never mind. If I don't click on PTCG, it just doesn't... Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. I think I clicked out of the game and it pauses my side of what I can view. And it looks like PTCG live skipped my turn. That wasn't a game that I thought that was going to be very good at winning. So I'm just going to quickly... Okay, let's see what we can get going on over here. I've penciled in all the penciling. What do you mean for water ogre pond? I don't get it. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Totally lost. Zach playing Lugia? Am I asleep? What did I do with my pen cap? I'm so confused as to what has happened here. Okay, now I understand what I've done. Lugia BDIF? Probably. Undeniably a very good deck. I just want to play different decks right now. I leave for like Brazil in 2 weeks for the Latin American Internationals, and I gotta prepare. And maybe I have a League Cup this weekend, but it's some like random lottery drawing, so I don't know how it works. So maybe I'm not playing a League Cup this weekend. Okay, look, we're playing Lugia and we got Lugia things. Am I going first or second? I mean, okay, that's fine. We'll see. I mean, I didn't win the coin flip. So the fact that they're playing Squawkabilly tells me that they're playing either an aggressive deck or a Lugia deck. Either way, I need to get another Lugia V down. Oh, for Gamekeeper, you'll receive an email anywhere from Wednesday to Saturday if you got in, LOL. Yeah, for Gamekeeper. Oh, we're playing against Klawf? This card looks so extra hollow. Is it just me? It looks extra hollow. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played in a Gamekeeper Cup since like 2016 when I didn't even live out here. And now it's some like lottery system and I just don't know. I'm seeing like, does a Rangaroo? They're gonna Rangaroo backorder me. I mean, if I don't play in a League Cup, it's just, I just kind of laugh at things nowadays, right? Like, I don't remember anything like that. Yeah, I haven't played a Pokemon tournament since Lima. So to anyone who's like just listening to my little yap fest between me and my pal Soar here, we both live in Montreal and there's just not a lot of events. And if there are, like, they're either like on the same days as tournaments or anything else like that. So hopefully we can improve some areas of our region. At least I get to search for a Minccino for free. But what's really cool is we have a lot of really talented players out here, so that's cool. I am like, so they're gonna poison me, and then this I'm not even trying to follow along, to be honest. I just like when stuff like this happens, I'm like, let me just tell me what happens, and if it kind of makes sense, I'm going to agree with it. Like, I'm looking at this situation. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm poisoned. Are they gonna put Petrun in the active? Like, they can't attack me and knock me out turn 1, but they're really popping off today. I do have resistance, so 30 plus 160. Oh, they're going crazy with it. Bro's turn is never ending. This is wild. Yeah, big poison energy. Like, took 10 million turns just to do one thing, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna get out the Minccino. Like, there's a couple things that I could be doing. I mean, I know for sure I need to be doing this. Do I use Lugia and use Call for Family? Question mark. I mean, I could. I think that's actually not a bad idea because I don't want to pitch this hand, and I don't think I'm getting knocked out next turn. Maybe those are my final last words, but I know at least for Archeops, I can discard an Archeops. And I mean, is this the one that's just gonna get knocked out anyways? Like, they're doing 30 plus 160. 160 is 190. 190 minus 30 is 160 back again. 160 plus 190. So they're not netting the knockout as far as, oh, but they're doing plus 40. So 40, so 30 plus 160 equals 190, plus 40 equals 230, plus triple poisoned is 260. 260 minus 230. So I'm getting knocked out no matter what. What are we talking about? Water Ogre Pawn here? Really? As if it timed out while I'm doing my math on, like, I mean, look, I don't even know if I need to draw the +3 cards anyways. I'm gonna lose an extra energy that I would have lost. We'll just call it a whatever. It doesn't matter. This kind of sucks though, to be honest. Like, I mean, I guess no matter what, they were getting the knockout on the Petrun. I'm honestly unsure of how I feel about this. Okay, so they're just passing. We're poisoned. Cool. I think at this point, I'm kind of forced to send up Minccino, at least to try to, like, start lowering some prize cards. I mean, I'm not really looking for a list, but I appreciate it. Okay, so, I mean, at least we're here. Like, if you want to send the list, I can, like, shoot me a DM or something. I'll check it out in a little bit. I more so just want to be focusing on, like, Kieran's list because it's been seeing a lot of success. Looks really good. Like, I think out of all the lists, it's the one that I kind of relate to the most. So if I go Cinccino, our opponent, like, I don't want to put up anything else. So I know that, like, we need to at least get another energy. So, like, I wish there was an energy where I couldn't get poisoned. Let's put this down. They don't have, I mean, I can knock out something like a Squawkabilly. I've already attached my turn. Gift. Okay. So if I go knockout on active, knockout on Oranguru, knockout on Squawkabilly with Iron Hands, I think I win the game. That's gonna be, and that's with PTCG Live skipping a turn. I mean, it doesn't matter because, like, I went second against Klawf and they went crazy turn 1, but really not too much else that I can really ask for there. I'm just gonna also see docs. I want to see the YouTube. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so I didn't get knocked out. Okay, that should get me the control panel that I was looking for. Okay, so I need to find a boss. Capturing Aroma. Okay, that's quite literally not what I was looking for. I either have to Iono or... I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm literally playing Iono, so I'm going to grab an Archeops because I'm just not going to utilize otherwise. If worse comes to worse, I Iono, and hopefully that takes my opponent out. Let's go for Mesagoza. Let's go Mesagoza here next. Come on, get a heads. Okay, so at least with this, I can use Lumineon. Lumineon can search for boss. So I can search for, I have those 2 energies. Sure, we can go Mist Jets. So here's one of our bosses. We know that we have a boss prized. So let's just go boss, bring up this. It would have been really cool if we could have drawn the 3 prize cards first with the Squawk. But can I put a double turbo? I mean, they're not getting the knockout on me, right? Like, they can get the knockout on the Lumineon, but at least that puts me into, I can Iono my opponents. And, do I want to discard the stadium? No, it's my Mesagoza, so boss might get me there. Or Mesagoza could get me there as well, if I get the boss. So we didn't get boss, that's okay. Okay, so let's see what they've done. I mean, if they're just attacking my active, I think I win, no? Maybe. The Legacy Energy getting it right now is like mildly annoying for what it's worth. Let's go Mesagoza. Heads, we did get a Pokemon, and I'm just gonna go for Iron Hands EX. Let's go Primal Turbo number 1. If I'm hitting for 100 damage, it's much better for me to be hitting for different numbers, so let's just go Gift Jets. Gift Jets. Attach. Just so I don't literally mess up on it, let's just go Mist. There was a way where I could have retreated with a double turbo for what it's worth. I don't think that actually matters in any capacity. I do have at least an energy on there. I want to keep the space for Lumineon. Okay, let's go for Iono here. Boss is cool for next turn. So let's discard a Jet and a Mist, because that gives me the most options. And then this is going to draw me 2 prize cards. So unless my opponent finds a way to draw 3 prize cards in 1 turn, which I don't think they can, I'm pretty sure we have the dub on board. Yo, hey, how's it going? It's been a minute. Hopefully everything is going good with you, Keenan. For me, I'm having a pretty good day. Got my Tyler the Creator tickets on the Amex pre-sale this morning, so pretty hyped about that. Now we're playing some Pokemon. I was actually gonna watch a video from the channel and I saw you were streaming. Yo, let's go. I mean, feel free to watch the video after this, but I'm glad that we could kind of connect right now. That's sick. Yeah, exactly. There was a few songs that I liked. Thought I Was Dead was really good. I really like Darling I and I Word You. Those were probably my top 3 songs on the album. So they're gonna poison me, they're gonna knock me out, and then I just swing with Lugia. I won a challenge on Saturday, got second on Sunday for my locals. That's sick. I haven't played Pokemon much since Lima special events. But I'm going to Brazil in 2 weeks to play, so I'm kind of excited about that. So I have 1 prize card left. They attacked, right? Like there's no... Yeah, Klawf used Unhinged Scissors. They draw the 1 prize card. Yeah, even if I had 2 prize cards left, I got it. Yeah, that's fair. I had it a couple times, so I mean, I definitely think like having a newborn helps out a lot when it comes to like things that I didn't necessarily have time for. And it sounds kind of crazy, like, oh, I didn't have time to listen to the Tyler the Creator album before I had a kid. But like literally, like I'm forced to like feed her, and she's been kind of like fussy lately on her feeding. So like literally yesterday, I had to feed my daughter for like like literally an hour, because she just was like just chugging through slowly. I mean, you can't be like, oh, you're just not gonna eat, right? Like you got to make sure you kind of see that through the end. So she I am not doing this one. Play 1 item card, Lamau. Play 4 Dark Energies. So yeah, I definitely was able to listen to the album twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And I was pretty, I like it. It's definitely more of the Tyler the Creator, more of like the music sound that I'm liking. But if anyone here does not listen to rap music or experimental genre music or anything else like that, I mean, there's also the Pokemon stream, so that's cool. But definitely a huge fan. Excited for the concert in Montreal coming up in July. And Yeah, I just definitely something to look forward to. Do I want to go first? Yes, Lugia going first. Wow. Let's go. A Lugia and an energy? Are you kidding me? It's almost like the deck is good, y'all. So probably playing against one of the big decks. That's fine. Yeah, no, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like part of me wants to grab the chops, but also like I don't know what else I want to grab with that. I don't think I'm getting knocked out because they have a Klawf active, so I'm trying to use all my little clues that I have here. To me, this really seems like we're going to be using a Minccino play. I mean, I guess I could go for Squawkabilly. I think actually, like, the more that I go for it, I think I might want to go for Squawkabilly because I can get both of my chops out done. And I know that that's generally, like, my rule of thumb. Maybe it's just not a hand that I want to take slow. I think it's just something like, let's get them out of the way. I've lost games at regionals where it's just like, should I use that? Like, you definitely just want to get your chops in your discard pile because once Lugia sets up, it's good. Do I have any advice to beat Raging Bolt with Lugia V-STAR? I mean, really, you have, like, basically when you're playing Palkia, you want to take two prize cards with Dust Noir typically, two prize cards with Blood Moon, and then you really just got to find out where your other two prize cards are coming from. So I think it's one of those things where you just got to find a place to take two prize cards before that, whether it's with Palkia or Greninja or anything else like that. Am I playing against No, I'm playing against Regidrago here. I was so confused. I was like, am I playing against the Raging Bolts? Okay, so they drew some cards. That's cool. I can only put down one. And I think, like, I'm just, like, I can put down another. I don't know which card I want to get. I'm going to go Nest Ball first. Not really too much that I want to go for there, honestly. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down Bloodmoon, which could be coming good later on in the game. I'm going to go Mist Energy goes here because that could be quite helpful. And I'm going to go Research. This is a game that might just get bad. Heads is the right one. Okay, phew. What's BDIF right now? What will be with Surging Sparks? Lugia or Regidrago or Raging Bolts are all pretty top contenders for BDIF. I think all three of them are very good. I mean, I think like we're in a really wide format where there's like 6 to 8 decks that are all like in contention for that top spot, but really those three kind of rise above the best. I don't know how I feel about Pikachu yet. It's cool. Let's go Primal Turbo. We just need 2 more energies. If they don't, I'm just going to go for a double turbo here. And the other card that I'm going to go for here is just going to go ahead and Primal Turbo on. If I can get a Mist Energy there, that'd be really sick. Am I going to any of the upcoming regionals? Yep. So I'm going to go to the International Championships in Sao Paulo, Brazil in about 2 weeks. TCG Live feels like it's breaking in front of me. And then, hey, thanks so much. And I'm going to Sacramento Regionals the following week. Then I'm going to the Bogota special event in Colombia 2 weeks from there. And then I'm going to Toronto the following week. So that rounds out my 2024. I have 4 major events left. So far, I've only played in 1 major, just because my wife and I, we welcomed our daughter, and we have a newborn at home. So it's been a busy time for us. So they have the Tina. But I'm hoping to kind of round out my invites by the end of 2024. Jamming Tower literally does not, like... Okay. It's actually, I think it would have been better for them to discard the Jamming Tower. And the reason why I think it's better for them to discard the Jamming Tower is that at least they could have potentially got it back with Drago V-Star. Unless there's something I'm missing with the tool cards that Lugia does not play. Okay, so Prime Catcher, okay. Don't know if that would have necessarily been my first choice, for what it's worth. Maybe they're trying to go for like a 110 strategy with Kieran? I mean, I need 2 energies, so I will get the knockout here. If I put a V-Guard energy there, then I'm also just not getting knocked out by their kind of play. So, played any Arc piles recently? I've been playing the Arc Control. I haven't played Arc. Last time I played Arc was probably like, I want to say like April, May. When I thought it was like, it just hasn't been the same, to be honest. So this is soft protected. If there's anything else that I think is good, like, do I think this is fine? Like, I could start building up an energy on the Bloodmoon so that it's less requirements. And Special Roll is going to take the knockout. So I'm down to 3 prize cards. I really just have to win the game in 2 more attacks, and that's something that I kind of think of how to break down games. So Lugia can take a like, I think, like, as long as our opponent puts Pokemon in the active, like, they're really, like, I'm forcing them into what they can do, just by having something like a Cinccino out, because, like, my Bloodmoon can knock out their Pokemon. If they go after my Archeops and I have a Cinccino. With Crispin, you can miss 1 attach and still attack turn 2. I mean, yeah, Crispin's kind of cool, but you still have to play 2 different energy types. So, and I think, like, with them, like, we lost a lot of Pokemon V. I don't know how I feel entirely. Is there any Raging Bolt weakness, bro, should I work on? I mean, if you're trying to beat Raging Bolt can sometimes struggle against Lugia, can sometimes struggle against Terapagos, struggles against single prize card Pokemon decks. So I think, like, those are really the matchups that I would focus on. Okay, so they are going for the Drago play. I mean, they could go Temple of Sinnoh, knockout Cinccino, but they can't get all 3 with Kyurem. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I definitely, like, the only time that I try to play, like, decks that are, like, mid, or when I'm, like, trying to figure out, like I have, like, all of the new decks builds and stuff like that. Do I think Archaludon is, like, great? No. Did I build it to like, do some content with? Yeah. And I think, like, that's kind of where I draw the line for myself, because I got it. Like, I usually focus on the competitive side. But like, if a deck's like for fun, I just don't typically play Pokemon for fun as often. So which deck is currently good? I mean, Lugia is really good. Yeah, Archaludon's cool. Definitely a deck that, like, it might need to come into its own at some point. Oh, my dog came in here. Hi, Willow. You're on live stream. Okay, so, I mean, I'm gonna get the knockout on. They could take 3 prize cards at once. We really have to go Lumineon boss here. And I'm just gonna go Capturing Aroma first, because there's no reason for me not to go for that. Let's go boss, bring up the Mew. Now we just need to knock out one of our opponent's Pokemon. Right now we're doing 240. So this can bring it to 220, which can knock out pretty much any of their Pokemon. So I'm ready no matter what happens next turn. Even if they hit me with an Iono, we still have Gift Energy there. Is there any worthwhile to go Primal Turbo here? I think so. I mean, Gift Chat. I'm just going to put the Gift Energy on here just in case. So I have the Lumineon for game next turn. Let's just go Tempest Dive, yes. Do I want to discard Jamming Tower? Is there any value to discarding Jamming Tower? Like, maybe they just play a random tool. And I mean, it's not like it's hurting me, so I'm gonna say no. Can you use the deer for game? I mean, I could. I don't think I have enough energies, though. Like, it depends on what they attack into, right? Like, I definitely think it's more of a boss play. It's going to be easier. Because we're doing, what, 40, 60, 140, 200, 280. So, I mean, I either have Wyrdeer for game, or I have boss for game. Because I have Lumineon boss as an option, too. And they can't shut off that ability. So I think what our opponents, they're also at 0 cards in their deck. So I'm assuming they're going for an Iono play. They're not even going to go Iono. They just can't win the game. They somehow play 3 Iono or at 0 cards in their deck. They're going to go Super Odd, put cards back into their deck. And all they can do here is, like, it doesn't matter even if they attack with Radiant Charizard, because I have 1 prize card left because I was forced to attack into their Cleffa. Honestly, I don't see it. Like, I think they're just like, let's just hope. Let's hope they don't have it. I mean, that's a fair play. It's a fair play for sure. Maybe they play a 4th Iono, but I don't know. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. So let's just send up. I mean, this is doing more damage, so that's better to send up. Ultra Ball, discard this, just because those aren't options. Yeah, literally 40 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4, 160. Plus 120 is 280. So if I just attack, go Wyrdeer. If I don't have Archeops no more, so I could just go Wyrdeer. Wyrdeer goes Jet Energy. Jet Energy is going to bring it to the active. Frontier Road. Let's take all the energies there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're gonna hit for 320. So we also could have gone for a Lumineon boss with like the fact that they didn't have an Iono to play on their last turn. Probably a little bit like Iono Temple would have been really cool there for our opponents. But again, really not much that they can do. Like, I don't know. I'm not playing it. I'm playing, the list is available in the description. This is the list that I'm playing. So we're gonna keep on playing some games. I mean, the Water Ogre Pond isn't really played in a lot of the lists right now. It's a card that I've tested for sure. But like, I don't know if it really helps too much right now. Like, it's something that I could see. I don't know. We'll see how it ends up going. I think it's worth getting rid of one professor for Carmine. I mean, it can be. I don't think it necessarily helps that much. Our opponent won the coin flip, and they're gonna go first. So let's get back to TCG Live. Make sure I'm clicking in between these scenes today. I mean, that's a really easy way to start the game. But Iron Hand's not really what I'm looking for. Maybe it's okay in this matchup. We'll see. Our opponent did get a mulligan. Arc Psychic, not sure what this is. Arc deck should be pretty good with us having Cinccino. Does league ranking matter in this game? I'm not sure what you mean by league ranking. Oh, like, I honestly don't know, because like I feel like I run into real decks, and I barely play live, so I think there also has to be another like underlying like ELO or something like that. Okay, so we were talking. I don't remember who was talking about it. Was it Thaddeus that was talking about arc decks? Well, we're playing against an arc deck. We'll see how it goes. Our start is not what we're looking for, but 230 and having a Jet Energy is cool. But knowing arc decks, they probably have to play some like Judge combo to make it work. Has anyone here been playing Pokemon Pockets, or is anyone like excited for Pokemon Pockets to be coming out in a couple days for the global release? I want to push Arc League any deck for suggestions. I mean, I think if you play any of the best decks, like I think like you either play a super teched out deck, or you end up playing something that's just like, I'm gonna check through my deck with Town Store. Like I think you play like one of the offbeat decks that's just like really good. So something like Pidgeot Control or Banette is probably your easiest best way. Probably Control in general is probably your best way to get there. But if I get Tails, I'm gonna go for Lumineon, for Jacq, for double Arc, double Chops. But I think if you just play any of the top decks, like you'll get there. there's a reason why those decks win like major events and stuff like that. Okay, let's go Jacq, grabbing this. Are you going to Sacramento again this year? I am going to Sacramento. Yeah, I just my flight was booked like this week, so I'm excited for that. I'm not going to use Jet Energy. You reach 1400 max with Zard deck. I mean, Zard's really good. I have everything necessary for the following turn. I think I just want to build up an energy on... I'm not getting knocked out in the active, so I don't know what I want to do. Like, I can go Gift Energy. I think I just put it here, honestly. I think I'm fine with this. Like, I just don't want to put Lugia V in the active. Like, our opponent's going to need double turbo, boss. Dragapult? It's cards like, it's situations like this why Lugia is so good is because you have a single prize card Pokemon that can attack. And I mean, all I need is a Lugia V-Star and my hands bet the same. We're there, and we have boss. And if they're just gonna go TM Evo, Hero's Cape. Some interesting plays being made here. Okay, well, it's gonna be a little bit hard to knock out, maybe. Under 90 HP Dracoloak. I don't think I've ever seen a deck like this. So before I Iono'd, I had Jet Energy in my hand. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use Nest Ball, so I have access to things there. I'm not gonna grab anything because I need space for Lugia. I'm also just gonna put Mesagoza in play. Let's go for Summoning Star. Get those chops out. Like, the issue is I don't want to like lose a hand like this, but let's see if Mesagoza can get us there. Or Cinccino. I mean, at least we're thinning through. Okay, so again, boss is only gonna hit for, like, I can't hit this. And I could hit this, but I don't care to hit that. And I can't get Lugia. Like, I can go double turbo, double turbo, double turbo energy, and I can knock out Dracoloak. Like, am I worried about a 430 HP Mon? No. What I am trying to do is get a Jet Energy to knock out Wyrdeer, though. Okay. Now we up in the active. I do need 2 other energies. I am going to go for a V-Guard energy, and let's go for a Mist energy. I'm going to also start using this Primal Turbo to build up the Cinccino so I could potentially knock out gigantic Dragapult EX. Boom, Tempest Dive, and I'm gonna guard the stadium. Let's go! So far, so good. Should also write down for shuffle that I need to go. I need to write an article. Yeah, and they're playing Arven in their deck too, so how many energies can I bring myself up to? 6 energies. 6 times 7, so 6. So is 360, 420. 420 does get the knockout. I am going to LAIC, yeah, so I leave in about 2 weeks. Pretty excited. I think I've been to Brazil a whole bunch, so this trip's a little bit shorter for me, but excited to go nonetheless. Hoping to get some championship points there. Yeah, I don't know what, like, maybe it's not an arc deck, and like I honestly don't know what kind of deck this is. I think it's like our opponent's definitely like cooking with some psychic Pokemon that they had. Yeah, like I honestly, I guess like maybe I'm undervaluing Drakeloak with Recon Directive, and now they're using Starbirth. Honestly, that's fine. We're chilling. Okay. So Legacy Energy isn't going to get us there, but we can just go ahead and go. I think what I want to do is just put double turbo to retreat, attack the Mimikyu with Cinccino here. It makes the most sense. Maybe could have grabbed the double turbo to the deck, and then since I'm not planning on doing too much else, but it's okay. We'll just retreat with the double turbo here, so that does count as the double retreat cost. Now I can load up a bunch of energies on the Cinccino. Not this turn, but I can always get enough next turn to get the knockout. So let's go special roll. Should also probably put... Gotta do a few other things today. What card? That was Miriam? Oh. Give me... I think it's... This is my tabletop gameplay. Sideways sack. Okay, we are back. I have a timer set on OBS, so it automatically refreshes every single time, and it's kind of hilarious. So they can hit for 70 here, but they're not really cooking too much. Like, what you doing, opponents? The Jet Energy is the death of our opponent here. What do you think about adding Wellspring and 1 Iridan to Lugia? I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, you could grab a water Pokemon. You can grab a Lumineon. Like, I don't think it's bad. So right now I'm hitting 70, 40, 140, 210, 280, 210, 280, 350. And I'm going to use Iono to actually just put more energies under my deck. 350. I just literally need 1 more energy. It's a big Cinccino, but like it's like something that our opponent just they've left unchecked. I mean, I'm just gonna put Mist Energy here. I feel like PTCG Live is like freezing a little bit. Like, it's a game like this where like I hope it's literally just computing like whatever's going on, because it literally looks like this game is crashing right now. And when I say crashing, I fully have a stream sable behind it, so this is so frustrating, y'all. Like, really? They're just like, oh, our opponent with the hero's cape attached on, like, just gets to be unpunished because... Like, oh, like surely my turn had to end, so I'm just gonna like concede here. It's not even gonna let me. Cool. Yeah, like it's stuff like this that like literally like it's like so demoralizing for me. We're on a rant, y'all. So I'm here playing PTCG Live. I like, if anyone's ever streamed anything, I'm sure you can tell how hard it is to stream while playing. Like, I'm focusing on chat, I'm focusing on my gameplay, I'm making sure everything's running fine on this monitor here. And just like things come up when you're streaming all the time, right? Like you're like, oh, is my audio good? Is my mic good? Is everything visually appealing, right? Like I'm obviously trying to entertain for every single person. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream so far. And then just for PTCG Live to say, screw all that effort and hard work and gameplay that's allowing me to win the game. And then just like honestly drain down the skibbity toilets. Like, stop. And this, like, people ask why I'm always a low rank on PTCG Live. Before, I wasn't like super vocal about it. I was like, oh, it's still like kind of new and like it's coming out. I honestly think this, like, it's just not fun. Like, I literally, like, one of the tournaments, I'm pretty sure it was live. Like, I definitely had that where you just like lose due to a glitch, you lose due to this, you lose due to your game DCing. And like, I'm like, I understand, like, I'm literally a tournament organizer. I try to offer what I can for the community. I'm not like 1000% super active with like late night, but like I'm there, I see the judge calls, I see what people go through. And I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, my opponent just can't give me the win there. Like, I did technically lose because the game DC'd. And there's no way to get back to that point, right? So it's just frustrating. And this is why I keep it down here. If this game had replayable ability for me personally, and if you love PTCG Live and you want to be all the way up to Arc League every single time, that's sick. All the power to you. It's just, for me, I literally only play to film the videos and only when I stream. So it's just frustrating because that's a game that we had, and it's just like, we've had 2 complete PTCG Live issues this stream, where it's like, I guess I'm just going to close out of the client and try to get back in. So while I do that, I'm going to switch over to the deck profile. But it's just so frustrating that I just literally want to play Pokemon, and the app is just not where it needs to be right now in 2024. Oh. If anyone's watching the stream, maybe this is why we're having some issues here. Because there is routine maintenance during the middle of my stream. So maybe this is why we're having maybe this is why we're having the glitches, y'all. Okay. Well, that's really frustrating. But that's okay. There's only so much that I can do when it comes down to the stream. But literally, like, I wish I got a notice before my last game. Like, why are we doing routine maintenance in the middle of gameplay? Just shut the app off. Like I literally played a game, it was glitching. I'm like, whatever, maybe it's just like me. Definitely like ended my turn for no reason. I'm literally running a stable stream right now. And I have a much stable, like a good internet connection. I'm not saying like everything here is perfect, but it is like 1 gig internet, so like it's about as fast as I can get. And like I just wish that like this was something that I knew before getting involved with the stream. Okay, I am trying to always turn it into a positive thing. So this is the list that we played. This is Kieran Ferris' list, or at least I'm pretty sure it's their list. It's a good deck. The games that we played were pretty cool. The games where we were able to play were really awesome. I mean, I think if you're like looking for something with Lugia, that's really cool. If you're not looking for something with Lugia, this video is probably not for you. Hoping to play a few more games, but unfortunately that's literally how this stream is gonna go, because PTCG Live is having routine maintenance that I don't think was shared before. I didn't get any pop-up. I was allowed to enter the app, so it's confusing for me for sure, but that's okay. Hopefully it's not confusing for everyone. So that being said, I'm gonna catch up with all y'all later. We do have a lot of content coming out on TSS this week, more tabletop gameplay. If you haven't got a chance to check that out now. That'd be really cool. And we'll go ahead and call that a wrap for today. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. I will catch up with all y'all later on. Peace out and have a great one.